Liechtenstein's journey from a small principality to a global financial powerhouse began in the early 18th century. Nestled between Switzerland and Austria, this tiny nation emerged from the remnants of the Holy Roman Empire. The Liechtenstein family, seeking to elevate their status, purchased the lordships of Schellenberg and Vaduz, which Emperor Charles VI united and declared a principality in 1719. The fledgling state faced numerous challenges from the outset. Its mountainous terrain and lack of natural resources offered little economic promise. Liechtenstein's rulers, initially absentee landlords, showed minimal interest in developing the country. The population, predominantly rural and poor, struggled with limited opportunities and harsh living conditions. Despite these inauspicious beginnings, Liechtenstein possessed several unique advantages that would later prove crucial. Its strategic location between two prosperous nations provided potential for trade and diplomatic leverage. The country's small size and relative obscurity allowed for greater flexibility in governance and policymaking. As Europe underwent dramatic changes in the 19th and early 20th centuries, Liechtenstein remained largely untouched by major conflicts. This stability, though born of insignificance, would become a valuable asset. The principality's neutral stance during World War I further enhanced its reputation as a safe haven. The pre-transformation scenario of Liechtenstein was one of quiet obscurity. Few could have predicted the dramatic changes that would propel this microstate onto the world stage. What factors led to this remarkable transformation? How did a nation with seemingly little to offer become a key player in global finance? As we delve deeper into Liechtenstein's story, we must consider the role of vision and opportunity. What did the country's leaders see that others missed? How did they leverage their unique position to create something extraordinary? The answers to these questions lie in the bold decisions and innovative strategies that would reshape Liechtenstein's destiny. In the wake of World War I, Liechtenstein found itself at a crossroads. The collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire had severed crucial economic ties, leaving the principality in search of a new direction. It was during this period of uncertainty that Liechtenstein's leaders made a series of bold, transformative decisions that would alter the course of the nation's history. The first pivotal move came in 1924 when Liechtenstein entered into a customs and monetary union with Switzerland. This decision, driven by economic necessity, proved to be a masterstroke. By adopting the Swiss franc as its official currency, Liechtenstein gained instant monetary stability and credibility. This alliance with one of Europe's most stable economies laid the groundwork for future financial success. However, the most revolutionary decision came in 1926 with the introduction of new company laws. These regulations allowed for the easy establishment of letterbox companies, effectively transforming Liechtenstein into a tax haven overnight. This move was spearheaded by visionary leaders who recognized the potential of financial services as a means to economic prosperity. Prince Franz I and his advisors, particularly Wilhelm Beck, played crucial roles in shaping this new direction. They understood that Liechtenstein's small size and political neutrality could be leveraged to create a unique niche in the global financial landscape. Their foresight in recognizing the potential of offshore banking and low tax regimes was remarkable for its time. The impact of these decisions was not immediately apparent. It took years for Liechtenstein to build its reputation as a discreet and reliable financial center. However, as wealthy individuals and corporations began to recognize the benefits of Liechtenstein's new laws, the trickle of foreign capital soon became a flood. These transformative choices were not without controversy. Critics argued that Liechtenstein was facilitating tax evasion and money laundering. How did the principality balance its new role as a financial haven with international responsibilities? What ethical considerations came into play as Liechtenstein's wealth grew? The decisions made in this era set Liechtenstein on a path that would fundamentally alter its economy and global standing. They demonstrate the power of adaptive thinking and the potential for small nations to carve out influential roles in the world economy. As we examine these pivotal moments, we must consider: what lessons can other nations learn from Liechtenstein's bold reinvention? How did this tiny principality manage to turn its perceived weaknesses into strengths? Liechtenstein's transformation from an agrarian backwater to a global financial hub was not solely the result of visionary leadership and bold decisions. The Principality's success story is also deeply rooted in its strategic utilization of key resources, both tangible and intangible. One of Liechtenstein's most valuable assets has been its political stability. The continuity provided by the princely family's rule, combined with a robust democratic system, created an environment of trust and predictability highly prized in the financial world. This stability allowed for long-term planning and consistent policy implementation, a rarity in many parts of the globe. The country's geographic location, once seen as a limitation, became a strategic advantage. Nestled between Switzerland and Austria, Liechtenstein benefited from excellent infrastructure and access to major European markets without the burden of EU regulations. This unique position allowed it to cherry-pick beneficial agreements while maintaining its independence. Liechtenstein's small size, counterintuitively, became one of its greatest strengths. The ability to rapidly adapt legislation and economic policies in response to global trends gave the Principality a significant edge over larger, more bureaucratic nations. This agility allowed Liechtenstein to stay ahead of the curve in offering innovative financial services and corporate structures. Perhaps the most crucial resource Liechtenstein developed was its human capital. Recognizing the importance of a highly skilled workforce, the Principality invested heavily in education and professional training. This focus on human development created a pool of financial experts, lawyers, and administrators capable of managing complex international transactions and structures. The Principality also leveraged its reputation for discretion and confidentiality. While this aspect has been controversial, it undeniably played a significant role in attracting wealth from around the world. Liechtenstein's ability to balance this discretion with increasing demands for transparency has been a key factor in maintaining its position in the global financial system. Innovation became another cornerstone of Liechtenstein's success. The country consistently pushed the boundaries of financial services, introducing novel concepts like the Liechtenstein Family Foundation. These innovative legal structures attracted wealthy families and corporations looking for sophisticated asset protection and management solutions. As we examine Liechtenstein's strategic resources, several questions emerge. How did such a small nation manage to cultivate and maintain world-class expertise in complex financial matters? What role did the country's neutral status play in its development as a financial center? How has Liechtenstein managed to adapt its resources to meet changing global standards and expectations? The story of Liechtenstein's rise is not just about identifying potential resources, but about creatively transforming and leveraging them. It's a testament to the power of strategic thinking and adaptability in the face of global economic shifts. As we delve deeper into Liechtenstein's journey, we must consider: what lessons can other nations, both large and small, learn from this microstate's resourceful approach to development and prosperity? Liechtenstein's transformation into a financial powerhouse has had far-reaching consequences that extend well beyond its borders. Despite its diminutive size, the Principality has become a significant player in the global economic landscape, influencing international finance, policymaking, and diplomatic relations. One of the most profound effects of Liechtenstein's rise has been its impact on global tax policies. The country's low tax regime and strict banking secrecy laws have long been a thorn in the side of high-tax nations. This tension has sparked intense debates about fiscal sovereignty, tax competition, and the rights of individuals and corporations to manage their wealth. Liechtenstein's policies have forced other countries to re-evaluate their own tax structures, leading to a global trend towards more competitive tax rates. In the realm of wealth management, Liechtenstein has set new standards for sophistication and discretion. The Principality's innovative legal structures, such as the Liechtenstein Foundation, have been emulated by other jurisdictions seeking to attract high-net-worth individuals and families. This has led to a global race to develop increasingly complex and attractive wealth management solutions, reshaping the landscape of private banking and asset protection. Liechtenstein's success has also had significant geopolitical implications. As a microstate wielding outsized financial influence, it has challenged traditional notions of power in international relations. The Principality's ability to negotiate favorable terms with larger nations and economic blocs has demonstrated that size is not always the determining factor in diplomatic clout. This has inspired other small states to seek similar paths to relevance on the world stage. The financial sector's dominance in Liechtenstein has had a transformative effect on global perceptions of economic development. It has shown that a nation need not rely on natural resources or large-scale industry to achieve prosperity. This model of development, focused on high-value services and regulatory arbitrage, has been studied and partially replicated by other small states around the world. Liechtenstein's journey has not been without controversy. Its role in the global financial system has often placed it at the center of debates about tax evasion, money laundering, and financial transparency. The Principality's responses to these challenges have influenced international standards and regulations, contributing to the evolving framework of global financial governance. In the realm of innovation, Liechtenstein has emerged as an unlikely leader. Its embrace of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies has positioned it at the forefront of financial technology. The Blockchain Act of 2019 set a new benchmark for crypto-friendly legislation, influencing similar initiatives worldwide. As we consider Liechtenstein's global impact, several questions arise. How has this tiny nation managed to exert such significant influence on international finance? What are the ethical implications of Liechtenstein's role in the global economy? How has the Principality's success affected the balance of power between large and small nations in economic diplomacy? Liechtenstein's story is a testament to the potential for small states to shape global trends. It challenges us to reconsider our understanding of economic power and influence in the modern world. As we examine the ripple effects of Liechtenstein's transformation, we must ask, what does the future hold for this microstate and the global financial system it has helped to shape? The scale of Liechtenstein's economic success is best understood through its remarkable statistics. These figures not only illustrate the Principality's extraordinary transformation but also challenge our perceptions of what a microstate can achieve in the global economy. Liechtenstein boasts one of the highest gross domestic products per capita in the world. As of the most recent data, this figure stands at over $160,000, placing it consistently among the top 3 nations globally. This astronomical number becomes even more impressive when considering Liechtenstein's population of just over 38,000 inhabitants. The Principality's financial sector manages assets that far exceed the country's size. Liechtenstein's banks oversee assets under management totaling over 200 billion Swiss francs. This figure is more than 30 times the country's annual GDP, highlighting the immense scale of its financial operations relative to its domestic economy. Liechtenstein's unemployment rate is another statistic that defies global trends, hovering around 1.5%. This near-full employment is a testament to the country's economic stability and the success of its specialized labor market. Perhaps one of the most striking statistics is the ratio of registered companies to citizens. Liechtenstein hosts over 30,000 registered companies, nearly matching its population. This one-to-one ratio of companies to people is unparalleled globally and underscores the country's status as a corporate haven. The Principality's trade balance is equally impressive. Despite its small size, Liechtenstein exports goods valued at over 3 billion Swiss francs annually. Its trade surplus consistently ranks among the highest in the world when measured as a percentage of GDP. Liechtenstein's tax revenues tell another compelling story. Despite its reputation as a low-tax jurisdiction, the country collects substantial tax revenues, amounting to approximately 700 million Swiss francs annually. This figure represents about 25% of GDP, comparable to many larger economies. The country's investment in research and development is noteworthy, with expenditures reaching over 7% of GDP. This places Liechtenstein among the top nations globally in terms of R&D intensity, reflecting its commitment to innovation and long-term economic sustainability. Liechtenstein's social indicators are equally impressive. The country boasts one of the highest life expectancies in the world, at 82 years. Its education system consistently ranks among the best globally, with a literacy rate of 100%. These statistics raise intriguing questions. How has Liechtenstein managed to achieve such extraordinary economic metrics with such limited resources? What are the implications of having more registered companies than citizens? How sustainable is this model of extreme wealth concentration in a small geographic area? As we delve into these numbers, we must consider their broader implications. What do they reveal about the nature of wealth in the 21st century? How do they challenge our understanding of economic development and the potential of small states? Liechtenstein's statistical profile not only impresses but also provokes deeper reflection on the dynamics of global finance and the future of microstate economies in an increasingly interconnected world. Liechtenstein's remarkable journey from an obscure principality to a global financial hub offers a wealth of lessons and insights for nations, policymakers, and economic theorists alike. As we look to the future, these lessons provide a framework for understanding the evolving role of microstates in the global economy, and the challenges they may face. One of the most striking lessons from Liechtenstein's success is the power of specialization. By focusing intensively on financial services and creating a unique regulatory environment, the Principality carved out a niche that allowed it to compete on the global stage. This strategy of identifying and exploiting a specific economic niche could be a valuable template for other small nations seeking to enhance their global standing. Adaptability emerges as another crucial factor in Liechtenstein's success story. The Principality has consistently demonstrated an ability to evolve its policies and practices in response to changing global conditions. This flexibility, enabled by its small size and streamlined governance, has been key to maintaining its competitive edge. It raises the question, can larger nations cultivate this level of adaptability, or is it a unique advantage of microstates? Liechtenstein's experience also highlights the importance of balancing national interests with international responsibilities. As global pressure for financial transparency has increased, the Principality has had to navigate the delicate task of preserving its attractive business environment while meeting international standards. This balancing act offers valuable lessons in diplomatic finesse and policy adaptation for other nations facing similar pressures. Looking to the future, Liechtenstein faces several challenges and opportunities. The ongoing global push for greater financial transparency and the fight against tax evasion will continue to test the Principality's ability to adapt. How will Liechtenstein maintain its appeal as a financial center while complying with evolving international norms? The rise of digital currencies and blockchain technology presents both a challenge and an opportunity. Liechtenstein's early embrace of these technologies positions it well, but it will need to stay ahead of the curve as the financial landscape continues to evolve rapidly. Can the Principality become a leader in the emerging field of decentralized finance? Climate change and environmental concerns also loom large in Liechtenstein's future. As a small, mountainous country, it is particularly vulnerable to environmental shifts. How will the Principality balance its economic model with the need for sustainability? Could Liechtenstein leverage its financial expertise to become a leader in green finance and sustainable investment? The Principality's demographic challenges, including an aging population and limited physical space for growth, will require innovative solutions. How will Liechtenstein maintain its economic dynamism with these constraints? As we consider these future challenges, we must also reflect on the broader implications of Liechtenstein's model. Is the concentration of vast wealth in small jurisdictions sustainable in a world grappling with inequality? How might the success of financial hubs like Liechtenstein shape global economic policies and power dynamics in the coming decades? Liechtenstein's story is far from over. As it navigates the complexities of the 21st century global economy, the Principality will undoubtedly continue to offer valuable lessons in economic innovation, adaptive governance, and the power of strategic specialization. The future of this alpine microstate will be closely watched, not just for its own sake, but for the insights it provides into the evolving nature of global finance and the potential of small nations to shape world events.